Good afternoon and thanks for joining us on Sunshine Report. I am Jane Aina. Residents and motorists in Akure, the Ondo State capital, are now counting their losses following Saturday's downpour. The downpour left major roads in the capital city flooded, thus questioning the duty of environmental protection organs of the state government. Our correspondent, Kunle Ario, reports.
The about 1 hour afternoon downpour affected roads including Ade Shida, Ondo Road and Oyemekun Road. Residents of Awule, Alafia Tayo in Okearo and Enyala at Ayedun, among others, were not left out as the flood wreaked havoc, not sparing the popular Erekesa market. Many motorists had to abandon their vehicles in the flood as they were already stuck in the water. The flood has also sent many residents out of their houses, while others were stranded with no access to their destinations. While lamenting the ugly situation, the people appealed to the government to find a lasting solution to the perennial problem of flooding in Akure and other parts of the state.
It's something you really if you can just channel a request to the government. Eléyìí ló wá yà mí lẹ́nu bó ṣe ń ti ibi iṣẹ́ dé báyìí ni mo ń wo bí omi ṣe lọ lẹ́lẹ́ kódà omi yẹn ti ó kún ju eléyìí lọ ó ti lọ ilẹ̀ ni so òun la dẹ̀ ń wò ó sí báyìí ó ti ń di gbogbo ìgbà ó dàbí pé a ti kọ̀wé bí ẹ̀ẹ̀mejì mẹ́ta bí àwọn minister of works kò sí ìgbésẹ̀ kankan tí wọ́n gbé so ẹjọ́ kọ́kọ́ gbà wá báyìí lẹ́rọ̀ omi yìí ká lè mọ nǹkan tá a lè ṣe sí ó ti pọ̀ jù àmọye ilé kékeré lẹ sì rí o àwọn ilé kan sì wà lẹ́yìn báyìí tí omi ti cover gbogbo ẹ̀ tó ti gbé gbogbo ilé lọ tán kálukú ti sá lọ mọ́tò gan wà nínú omi báyìí bí méjì mẹ́ta tó wà nínú omi lápá yẹn tí gbogbo ẹ̀ wà bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ wà níbẹ̀ so ẹjọ́ kan lè ràn wá lọ́wọ́ nǹkan tó bá lè bá wa ṣe.
They also questioned the relevance and responsibilities of the various organs of government that are in charge of environmental protection. West House investigation also revealed that water channels in the affected areas have been blocked and the environmental bodies not performing their official duties of ensuring all drainages are free of waste. The flooding has also brought to the fore the way and manner residents dispose their refuse. Residents opined that government need to look at the issues holistically to protect them from further havoc by flood. Kunle Ario, Osrc News.
During those state pilgrims who left for 2023 holy pilgrimage to Mecca in Saudi Arabia are expected to arrive today. The first batch of the pilgrims, according to reports, had left Jeddah airport at 3:30 a.m. today to arrive later in the day. The second batch of about 240 pilgrims who would later leave tomorrow, Tuesday, July 18th, 2023, to arrive Akure same day. And on security, the federal government is set to unveil Pulaku solution to address the root causes of banditry and insurgency in Nigeria. Vice President Kashim Shettima said both kinetic and non-kinetic solution must be embraced to ending the decade-long security menace. The Vice President, who spoke while on a condolence visit to Kano State over the passing of elder statesman Abubakar Galadansi, also expressed the commitment of the President Bola Tinubu administration to ending all forms of terrorism in the country. Shettima said the President is determined to define the meaning and concept of modern governance, adding that unless the country engages in an endless war of attrition, there cannot be a military solution to the crisis in the Northwest. The Inspector General of Police has withdrawn the mobile police force personnel attached to important persons, including ex-governors, former ministers and lawmakers. The order, which was contained in a police wireless message from Mupol 45 Force Headquarters Abuja, came a few weeks after the IG vowed to withdraw police mobile force personnel from VIP escort and guard duties. The IG, Kayode Egbetokun, said the decision was taken to allow the police to take back its place in the internal security architecture of the country. Egbetokun said the police force must realign its priorities to address the escalating security challenges faced by the nation by relieving the PMF of VIP escort and guard duties. Professor Wole Soyinka has made 3 demands of the federal government against the backdrop of his 89th birthday, including that security agencies reopen unresolved cases of religious killings and a public holiday be created for traditionalists. The Nobel laureate, who lamented the failure of security officials to prosecute the perpetrators of extrajudicial killings, said the demands were aimed at all the security agencies in the country, including the government. The literary icon asked that the files on the case of Deborah Samuel, a second-year student of the Shehu Shagari College of Education in Sokoto State, who was killed on May 12, 2022 over allegations of blasphemy, be opened. Soyinka also said it is not enough for the international community to place travel restrictions on perpetrators of electoral violence in the 2023 general elections, but asked that visa bans were extended to religious bigots. Lastly, the Nobel laureate decried the neglect faced by traditionalists in the country and demanded an annual holiday. The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has upgraded the e-Naira by introducing a chip-enabled near-field communication NFC device into it. The NFC feature will enhance the use of the e-Naira by Nigerians without smartphones or internet access. A deputy director at the bank, Mr. Joseph Angaye, said the NFC is a short-range, high-frequency wireless communication technology that enables the exchange of data between devices of over a 10-centimeter distance, saying that with the NFC, e-Naira wallet owners can transact financial businesses with little or no human contact with the aid of tags attached to their phones. And away from that, the Sultan of Sokoto, Muhammad Saad Abubakar, has asked Muslims to look out for the new moon of Muharram 1445 today, which is equivalent to the 29th of Dhul Hijjah 144. A statement by Secretary Advisory Committee on Religious Affairs, Sultanate Council Sokoto, Jahaya Muhammad Boye, says the sighting should be reported to the nearest district or village head for onward communication to Sultan of Sokoto. The sighting of the new moon of Muharram will mark the end of the Islamic lunar calendar 1444 and the beginning of the new year 1445 after Hijrah. In the meantime, President Bola Tinubu says the forces that plundered Africa in the past and still seek to impede its progress today will not find easy inroads into the continent. Tinubu said Africa was now strong and its leaders would no longer remain passive as they worked to harness their vast resources to better their respective countries. Tinubu, in his maiden speech at the 5th mid-year coordination meeting at the African Union in Nairobi, the Kenyan capital, affirmed Africa's unity and strength and rejected the notion of a new scramble for continent. President Tinubu emphasized the need for Africa to overcome its challenges and work towards a prosperous future, focusing on inclusive growth, good governance, and leveraging the opportunities provided by the African Continental Free Trade Area. The forum also featured deliberations among the various regional economic communities, the regional mechanisms, and the African Union member states.
The challenges we face mean that governance will be difficult. They also mean that visionary good governance is necessary. Some observers assert a new scramble for Africa is afoot and It is much like the old scrap that plundered our continent. But here and now, let it be said to whoever the new scramblers might be, our continent may be old, but our spirit is new. And it is strong. The bad that took place in the past must not stay here. It shall never be repeated. ECOWAS continue to strengthen effort to maintain peace and security in the region by ensuring the conduct of peaceful elections in member states to deepen democracy and promote good governance.
And now on sports, Sporting Lagos have made a remarkable statement after they defeated Remo Stars 4-2 on penalties to win the Niger Super 8 tournament. The newly promoted MPFL side continued from where they stopped during the group stage of the tournament with their remarkable showing against Remo. The Port of 4 side broke the deadlock in the 54 minutes after Aliyu Saluddin struck home a close volley. Substitute Adams Olamilekan slotted home a cross from Sadiq Ismail in added time. NFF Chairman Ibrahim Gusau commended all the teams that participated in the competition, promising a rejigged tournament next season. And that makes it a wrap on Sunshine Report. Thank you for watching. Good afternoon.